Namaste, hello and welcome to your Vinyasa class. We'll be playing the edge in the class, and I'd like to just share with you a short reading from Eric Schiffman. So when I started yoga many moons ago, this was one of my first yoga books that I ever bought, and I absolutely devoured it. And I'm so grateful that I was able to learn from this teacher, because so much of what he teaches in this book is so valuable, and I use it in my practice right up to this very day. So playing the edge, talking about playing the edge, so I'll just share with you, there's a whole chapter on playing the edge, so I'll just share with you a short little excerpt from there. It says, a large part of the art and skill in yoga lies in sensing just how far to move into a stretch. If you don't go far enough, there is no challenge to the muscles, no intensity, no stretch, and little possibility for opening. Going too far, however, is an obvious violation of the body, increasing the possibility of both physical pain and injury. Somewhere between these 2 points is a degree of stretch that is in balance, intensity without pain, use without abuse, strenuousness without strain. You can experience this balance in every posture that you do. In daily life, we tend to remain within a familiar but limited comfort zone by staying away from both our physical and mental edges. This would be fine, except that as aging occurs, these limits close in considerably. Our bodies tighten, our range of movement decreases, and our strength and stamina diminish. By consciously bringing the body to its various limits or edges and holding it there, gently nudging it towards more openness with awareness, the long, slow process of closing in begins to reverse itself. The range expands as the edges change. Sensing where your edges are and learning to hold the body there with awareness, moving with its often subtle shifts, can be called playing the edge. This is a large part of what you'll be doing in your practice. Your skill in yoga has little to do with your degree of flexibility or where your edges happen to be. Rather, it is a function of how sensitively you play your edges, no matter where they are. So I love that. If you're looking for a good read now, you can find Yoga, the Spirit and Practice of Moving into Stillness by Eric Schiffman. So we'll begin to find our first edge by coming onto our back. You will need a strap, and we're going to come into Supta Padangusthasana. So lying on your back, just hug your right knee into the body, flex through the foot, and then slide your right knee over towards the right armpit. Take a hold of your strap and bring the strap around the ball of the foot, extending the leg up towards the ceiling. If and when you're ready, let's release that left leg here, and we're going to need to have the stretch in the hamstrings for our practice today, but we also want to begin to explore what our edge is. So flex through the foot, straighten the leg, hug the muscles to the bone, and begin to draw your leg over towards the space behind you. Get to a point where you know you are not in pain, but you're right at your edge. If you go any further, you'll encounter pain. But if you go any less, there's no stretch for the muscles. Let's hold it here. Keep pressing the opposite heel, both heels away, hugging muscle to bone. Navel in and breathe. This is your edge. And then just release. So I love to use the hamstrings because they really give us an understanding of how the edge can move. Because even now from that, there'll be a little bit of movement to where our edge is. Let's take it again. So flex the foot, press the heel away. Now find that first edge. That's where you were. Now notice if there's a little bit more room available. Find this edge now and breathe. Keep muscles hugging to the bone, keep heels away so you're actively stretching through the body. A little bit of push into the strap, a little bit of pull with the strap. Notice where you're at. And then let's release. Okay, let's give it one more go just to see the difference and if there's a little more edge, a little bit more flexibility. So let's take it, notice, that was my first edge there. Take it to your second edge and now see, is there a third edge available? Remember all the rules to active stretching, that hugging muscles to the bone, not just pulling your leg, but finding that resistance by pushing the toe back into the strap, keeping the back body down. And notice I found a new edge. Once you've found your new edge, how about staying here and breathing and allowing that the edge to begin to soften. Best advice I ever received, one of the best advice that I ever received in my yoga practice, to learn to play my edge so that I'm always safe, but I'm always progressing in my practice. Good, and then when you're ready, release. Hug your leg in. And then let's just see if we take our right leg next to the left. There's quite a remarkable difference between the two. And I'd like to bring us into balance. So place your right foot on the floor. Take your left leg up and bring the strap around the foot and reach the leg up. Just find your first edge. Now we don't have to go right to that very furthest edge and strain the body. Just the first edge, and we take the other leg away. Now we hug inner thighs together, lower bellies drawing in, muscles hugging to the bone, all of the foot's pressing in towards the strap, but the strap is pulling down. There's no force, but there's just enough to know that we are challenging our body. We're not just playing around on the mat, we are exploring our edges. Hold it here. And then when you're ready, let's just relax again. We'll just wait a moment. Now let's try again and see if we can find edge number 2. And hamstrings, we can do this with some muscles, and like opening in the body can take months, can take weeks, just depends. There, I found a new edge. Now you've got to stay once you found that new edge. Breathing. Feeling sensation. And when you're ready, release. Okay, good. Let's do the last one. Really finding that last edge, wherever that might be, and then finding all the points of active stretching where we're staying safe, we're monitoring our alignment, we have our awareness in our body, we're not pulling too strong, we're just on that edge. There's stability, we can breathe, and we're aware of sensation. And then let's release. Beautiful. So let the legs just go. And that's playing our edge in our Supta Paramesasana. Hug both knees into the body, squeezing in. And then when you're ready, rock up and over and come to tabletop. As you find your tabletop, drop the belly down, inhale, lift the heart, look up. Now move with breath, rounding the spine as you exhale. Do 4 more. And then curl the toes under and come to downward facing dog. And let's feel this freedom that we've already established just through that Supta Paramesasana. And if you know your hamstrings are tight, take 5 minutes before class to work through that sequence of stretching the legs and finding your edge. It will be so valuable to your practice. Let's come to stillness. Tilt the tailbone, draw the navel up and in. Find that little micro bend in the knees so that you're safely stretching. 3 more breaths. Let's walk our feet towards the top of the mat, and when you get to the top, come right up onto your fingertips. Lengthen the heart, look forward, draw up and in through the center of the body. And then exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reaching the palms to touch. Hands together before the heart and Jali Mudra, bring the big toes to touch, and we're going to take 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bring the hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine, look forward. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back and your left. Take your plank pose, draw the navel up and in. First Chaturanga, knees to the earth, rise up into Cobra. Release back down, downward facing dog. And just as we practiced in our Supta Padangusthasana, if you know your edge is jumping back and up dog, start from the beginning. That's Vinyasa, step by step. Now inhale, take your right leg up high. Bring your right knee in towards your nose. Step it through between the hands. Look forward. Step your left foot to meet the right. Big toes touch and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And straight back down to our second round. Half lift. The left foot. Right foot. Plank pose, just wait. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Be here again. Finding patience and stillness in your body. Press your right foot down, take your left leg up high, step it through between the hands. Look forward, step your right foot to meet the left and fold. Now we're going to move 1 breath per movement, rising up, back bend, folding forward. Walk, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale and exhale. And 1 more inhale and exhale. Lifting the heels, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step or jump. Long spine and fold. Rise up. Forward fold. Lengthen out. Walk, step or float. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. We want to come to seated. Take your fingertips to face the outer edge of the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Walk, step or jump through. Extending the legs out in front. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hug your left leg in. Bring it in as close towards the sit bones as you can. Take your right hand out to the side. Reach your left arm up and then fold forward. Bring your right hand to grab onto the outer edge of the right foot. Breathe here. Now wrap this left arm around you. Take your right hand around and maybe find a bind. Once you have the bind, begin to lift up and turn to look over your right shoulder. Keep drawing your left knee in towards the left armpit. Take 1 more inhale and exhale. Coming all the way back around. See if you can interlace your fingers underneath your left foot and reach that leg up. Press the heel away, bend through the elbows if you can. Take 1 more inhale and exhale. Crossing at the ankle, step, jump back. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Take your left knee to your armpit. Extend it away. Take it to your elbow. Extend it away. Take it to your wrist. Extend it away. Bring your foot down. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step or jump to seated. Extend the legs out in front of you. Good. From here, take your right leg up. Press into the foot. Take your left hand behind you. Reach your right arm up. Lean forward and grab the outer edge of your left foot. Take your left hand to join. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Wrap your right hand around the right leg. Left arm goes around. Find the bind. And once you have the bind, begin to lift up and look over your left shoulder. Breathing here. When you're ready, releasing, interlace your fingers underneath the right foot and lift the leg up. Lift through the heart. Open the chest. Remember, finding your edge as you practice. Never too little, never too much. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Cross through the ankles, walk, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Bring your right knee to your right armpit. Extend the leg away. Take your right knee to your right elbow. Extend it away. Take your right knee to your right wrist. Extend it away. Bring the foot to the earth. Gently pedal the legs out, moving the hips from side to side. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Step your left foot through between the hands. Stay on the toes of the back foot. Inhale, rise up in towards your high lunge, Vinyasa. Take an inhale. Exhale, arrowhead, reach the heart forward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, arrowhead, lift the back leg up. Reach it away. Take an inhale. And exhale, hug your right knee into the chest. Squeeze it in, drop the foot to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk, step or float back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Full breath here. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, step your right foot through between the hands. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, arrowhead. Two more. Inhale, rise up. Come to your arrowhead, draw the navel up and in. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Last one, coming forward. Breathing here, shift the weight forward, lift your back leg up. And then gently draw the knee all the way into the chest. Hug it right in. Bring the big toes to touch, hands by the sides. Inhale, stretch up. Move back down to the earth. Lengthen out your spine. Make your way to your plank pose. Gently flow through. Downward facing dog. Full breath here. Now inhale, lift your left leg up high. First just bring your knee to your armpit. Take it away. Knee to your elbow. Take it away. Knee to your wrist. Draw it away. Step your foot through. Press your back heel down and then open into warrior two. Soften through the shoulders, connect to your breathing. And then when you're ready, elbow to the knee. This is your first edge. Breathe here. Notice how you're feeling. Good. From here, bring your right hand to your waist. Take your hand to your floor or to the block. Take that top hand back up and draw it over. This is your second edge. Notice how you're feeling. We move the hands down, take them to the inside of your front foot. Come to the toes of the back foot. This is your third edge here. Can you drop the elbows down? Maybe onto blocks. Take your hands to the earth. Maybe walk your left hand underneath to the opposite side of your left foot. Stay here. Or maybe wrap your hands around and breathe here. Good. Releasing your hands down. Step back to a three-legged dog and then flow through your variation of chaturanga. Breathe in your downward facing dog. Press through your left foot. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. First take it to your right armpit. Extend it away. Take it to your right elbow. Extend it away. Take it to your right wrist. Extend it away. Step your foot through. Press your back heel down and then open into warrior two. Depth into that front knee, gaze over the index finger of the front hand. Breathe here, soften the shoulders. Take our first edge, bring your right elbow down and take your left arm up and over. Breathe here. It's your first edge, so you're playing mindfully, noticing what's happening here. Take that left hand onto your waist. Slide your right hand down for your second edge. Stay here, reaching the top hand up or over. Reaching that hand down, coming onto the toes of your left foot. Drop the elbows down, maybe drop them into a block. Let's breathe here. Now see if you can bring your right hand to the outer edge of your right foot. Stay here. Maybe you want to wrap the hands around the body, coming into a bind. And then releasing the hands, taking your right foot all the way back up to the ceiling. And then flow through chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Step your left foot through between your hands. Drop your back knee down. From here, walk your foot over towards the left side. Slide your right knee away. Lift the chest, open the heart. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Fold forward, maybe even bring your elbows towards the earth. Coming all the way back forward, bend into the front knee, curl the back toes under, press the back heel down, windmill up into warrior two, flip and reverse. And then take your hands down to the earth. Extend your left leg high, keep it high. Now bring your knee to your left armpit. Take it away. Now bring it to your left armpit. Bend the elbows. Step back into plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Move the hips a little from side to side, pedaling out through your legs. Now inhale, lift your right leg up high. Step your right foot through between the hands. Drop your back knee down. Reach the hands on the inside of your right foot. Sink deeply into the hips. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Maybe pull your elbows to the earth if it's available. Breathing here. Notice your edge. Coming back forward. From here, curling the back toes under. Stepping back into your three-legged dog. Take your right knee to your right armpit. Extend it away. Take it to the right armpit. Bend the elbows. Step back into plank pose. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Good. Take a full inhale. Exhale, drop the knees. And come into child's pose. The peak pose that we're working towards is Vinyasa, which is an arm balance. So I'm going to show you a playful way to come into the arm balance, and then we'll do it out together. And we'll do it both ways, and we'll be using momentum from downward facing dog to find it. And then after that, I'll show you a more static way to find the pose, and you can play with both. Remember your edge. So if you want to just take a look, I'll just demonstrate Vinyasa. So what we'll do is we'll lift the right leg up, bring it towards the right armpit, come forward, bend the elbows, and then lift the back leg up, and then step back into downward facing dog. So that is Vinyasa, and we're using the momentum to get that back left leg up. Or right leg up. So let's do it together. Coming into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Bring your left knee to your left armpit. Roll forward. Find chaturanga arms. And then kick your left leg forward and your right leg up. Step back into your plank. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Bring the knees to the floor, the elbows to the earth. Just breathe here. Good. Are you ready to give the right side a go? Let's have some fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Bring your right knee to the right armpit. Bend chaturanga arms. Kick your right leg away, lift the left. Come back to your low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Perfect. Take an inhale and exhale. Now, what we want to do is, when we play with that balance, our elbows are chaturanga arms, and your one elbow will pull in towards the ribs as a support as you kick the opposite leg forward. So I'm just going to turn my mat so that I'm forward facing, and then we'll take this pose one more time to each side. So we've worked through the body. We've prepared for this, but you will know your own edge. Come back into your downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your left leg up high. Take your left knee to the left armpit. Bend the elbows, pull your right elbow in underneath. Kick your left leg away as you lift your right leg up. Step your right foot back, left foot back, upward facing dog, And downward facing dog. Just take a moment before we do the other side. And if that back leg doesn't lift, it will with time. You'll find that the straighter you get the right leg, the more the elbows hug in, the more you draw up through the center of the body, eventually that back leg will lift. But you've got to think of it as an entire organism, your whole body working as one. So if you just focus on lifting that back leg, it will be a dead weight and it won't want to lift. So it's kind of like coming forward, hugging elbows in, balancing the knee here, balancing this elbow in here. As you kick your leg, you lift your other leg while drawing up through the center. So a lot happening, but have fun with it because your body is trained to know how to move, and we've trained it through all the preparatory poses. So just enjoy. I'm taking a long breather. Let's do the other side. Coming to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your right knee towards the armpit, chaturanga arms. Kick the leg away, lift the back, step left, step right, lift up dog, back into downward facing dog. Take a rest in child's pose. Inhaling, coming all the way up. I have one more way that we can try to find this shape. There's many different ways, but these are two that I find are most effective. If you come into downward facing dog, lift your left leg up and then step it through. Bring your hands onto the inside of your left foot. Now take your left hand, bring your arm, your shoulder underneath your leg and hook your foot around. So you already have that bind. Now from here, begin to walk your left foot forward, hug your elbows in, lift your heart. And then kick this leg away. When you're ready, pull your right elbow in underneath the body and lift your back leg. So that's another way to begin to find that shape. And it will take a bit of time. So if you have more time, come back and keep playing with the shape. Do this practice a few times. We only have 40 minutes together, so that's all the time that we have, but you can take this and practice as long. The preparation we've done, make sure you do that. Let's do the other side. When you're ready, take your right leg up, step it through. Now walk it to the center. Take your right hand and bring it in underneath. Place your hands on the floor, spread your fingers. Walk your right foot forward, lift it. Bend your elbows in chaturanga. Pull up through the pelvic floor and lift your back leg. Come back to your plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Take an inhale and exhale. When you're ready, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, step or jump, just seated. Extend the legs out in front. Let's just take this arm around the body and just hook it up. Let's swap it around other side. Releasing, come to lie on your back. Place your feet on the floor, hands out by the sides. Now press through your feet, inhale, lift the hips. Walk your arms in underneath you. Keep your fingers, palms to the earth. And breathe here. Releasing all the way down. Take the arms out into a T shape. Lift your left leg up, cross it over the right. Drop your legs over towards the left. Maybe hook your left. Drop your knees over to the right. Maybe hook your left ankle underneath the right knee. And look towards your left. When you're ready, coming back to center. Take this left leg into half happy baby, stretching the right leg away. Releasing your left foot to the earth. Take the right ankle across the left knee, arms into a T shape. Drop your legs over towards the left. Maybe hook that right foot underneath the left knee and look towards your right. Breathe here. Coming all the way back to center, bring your right leg into happy baby pose. Bring your left leg up, grabbing the outer edges of your feet. And then when you're ready, release your legs out long. Now I'd like you to bring your hands into the very base of the skull and lengthen your neck. And then pull your long neck and place the back of the head onto the earth. Take your hands down by the side. So often when we do arm balances, we bring a lot of unnecessary tension into our neck. Breathing here. Placing your feet on the floor when you're ready. Place your hands on your body, find that connection back into your body. And then rolling over to your preferred side, coming all the way up to seated. Bringing the hands together into Anjali Mudra and just bowing your head. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking this practice with me, playing with your edge and exploring Vinyasa with me. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.